Hey YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so you know what this is. It's a candy dropper from HobbyKing. And it comes in this plain, generic, vanilla, blah 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 box. It's just plain. No pictures, no instructions, nothing. And it's wrapped basically in this little foam thing there that I already took off. And that's it. That's all you got. And this is what you get with it. You get the candy dropper and 3 screws. That's it. That's all you get. Now, I plugged it into my servo tester just so I can see it open and close. Like that. And let's do this. It's got 1 servo inside. Now, the older version I believe had 2 servos, so you know, I think that took up more room, but with 2 servos you can hold probably more weight. So this single servo setup right now may not hold as much, obviously. And let's just cycle it real fast. Now it doesn't really close, at least one side of it doesn't close perfectly, and I don't know if that just needs a little adjustment. You can see there. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you can't see it, but anyhow, I'll just mess with that a little bit, tweak it, see if I need to just lengthen or shorten it, and then hopefully it'll close nicely. But that's it. It's a candy dropper, or whatever you want to drop. Parachute guy, marbles, whatever you want to drop, you can drop with this baby. Now, I am going to install it on my GT, also known as the Grand Tundra, and I'll show you what that looks like when I'm done, and maybe if there's something that I need to mention about the install, I will do that. But other than that, I'm going to go to work. Alright, so to start this installation, basically all you want to do is you want to put the screws in of the candy dropper, put the foam in there, put the screws in, and it should go right into the holes that are right here. There are already threads down there that it'll bite into, so should be that easy. Just put the wire in that middle hole and connect it to your servo. So I'll do that and see how this one works. So there is the candy dropper. It's been installed. Like I mentioned before, it's just basically 2 screws that goes in there, and there is a center hole underneath the Grand Tundra that you put the wire through. Once you put that wire through, it will go into the fuselage as obviously, and then you run your wire to your receiver. So let me show you where mine is, and I'll show you what I did to make it work. Okay, so here is where my receiver is located. It's right underneath the top hatch, and I am using the Lemon RX 7-channel receiver with gyro. What I did with this is I used where you would normally bind the port where you would normally bind the plane. I used that as another channel, and I connected that candy dropper to that port. Once you do that, you just program it, and you're ready to go. I actually, this is pretty full already because I had every single channel occupied already. So what I did to put the candy dropper in its own channel is I ran the LEDs and the flaps on the same channel. So that's why I'm using that little Y splitter right there, as you can see. And really all I'll have to do now is just tuck all this stuff in. I've just been tucking it into this little groove that's already in here, and it's nice and secured. Okay, so let's see how this thing works. So there is the bomb dropper, or the candy dropper, sorry. As you can see, it's not perfectly aligned, and I was monkeying around with it, trying to shorten and lengthen the the servo arms and the rods, and I just figured, you know what, that's good enough. That's as good as it's gonna get. So that's how it's gonna look. So what I do now is I can go ahead and open it. Hopefully you can see that.
Bomb doors full open.
And then
Bomb doors closed.
there she is. Easy.
Bomb doors full open.
And you're listening to my iX12 talking there, so you can pretty much tell it to do whatever you want it to. So beautiful transmitter. I love it. There it is. Again, this candy dropper is very easy to install. Hopefully it's also durable, but we'll find out soon enough. So that's it. Very easy. The HobbyKing candy dropper.
Bomb doors half open. Bomb doors closed.